Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're back doing another Ixalan Intermediate Swiss Draft League. Okay, the rare we opened is Repeating Barrage, certainly worth taking here. Good cards in here otherwise, though. I like the River Sneak, the Archer, the Thrash of Raptors, the Pounce, and that's about it in terms of cards I like a lot, but Barrage hits face, comes back. What more can you ask for? Here, staying on color, we could take the Lightning Rig Crew, which is a great pirate card. I think the Rootless Knave is good. Sack a creature and you get some treasures, and sack treasures to get some cards. I like it. I've been pretty impressed with the crew. It blocks the world and then deals a bunch of damage. There's also Territorial Hammer Skull, which is really good. This is kind of a tough pick. So I could completely stay on color and just take the Lightning Rig Crew. It doesn't synergize particularly well with Repeating Barrage, but you can still attack with Lightning Rig Crew to get this back, so that is something. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what to take here, to be honest. I think the Hammer Skull, the Knave, and the Lightning Rig Crew are the three cards I'm looking at. I think I'm just going to stay on color for now. I think these cards maybe a little bit better, but like I said, I've been pretty impressed with the crew. This card is good. Lightning Rig Crew is good. So there's another crack at a Ruthless Knave. There's also a Dire Fleet Captain. We could maybe try and hope to wheel the Captain, although it is a 2-drop. It might just be better than the Knave too. I don't know how I feel about the Knave, to be honest. I like that you can sack creatures and it's got some versatility to it. It's nothing busted, but it's cool. And then the Huntmaster, maybe we'll just take the Captain. 2-drops are always good. Otherwise, I mean, let me see. I mean, you don't have to have a bunch of pirates to make Lightning Rig Crew either. It's good when you, even if you do or don't have a lot of pirates, but certainly better with a lot of pirates. These two don't synergize particularly well together either. There's also a run aground in here. I think we're just going to take the... I mean, I don't mind taking the Huntmaster too, actually. This card is pretty strong. Actually, you know what? I am going to take the Huntmaster. This thing makes dinosaurs cheaper, and it can give them haste. That's a pretty big upside. If we don't end up playing it, so be it. Okay. Best card here. Rigging Runner's okay. Deadeye Tormentor's okay. Bunch of kind of just okay things here. Nothing great. I might just take the Rigging Runner. Seems like the card to take here. Continue to cut red. Could be a 1-mana 2/2 first strike, which is not terrible. Another Rootless Knave? It's crazy. It's also Buccaneer. And a Stormfleet Pyromancer. I'd probably take the Buccaneer. Explorer is a pretty awesome mechanic, especially when you're aggressive. This thing's proven itself to be pretty good. Both an aggressive creature that's basically giving you either card advantage or some card quality increase, which I like a lot. So I'm going to take the Buccaneer. So now there's an Interloper. We want to finally maybe pull the trigger on like a red-black sort of piratey deck. It also explores, which is good. Probably my pick over the Cutthroat, the Robber. I think Robber's okay. I don't think it's great. And Thrash of Raptors still would be good with Huntmaster, but haven't seen a lot of dinosaurs otherwise. At least one's worth, you know, ramping into with Huntmaster or whatever. I don't mind taking an Interloper here. Nest Robber is fine. I'm going to take the Interloper. It did feel like we're getting past a lot of pretty good black cards in general. I actually like Wily Goblin. I don't know why people don't like the card. It's also Skullduggery, Sure Strike. Like I said, a red 2-drop that ramps as well as fixes is pretty unheard of. I would go out on a limb and say completely unheard of. So I don't know why people would be naysaying this card, other than the fact that it's a kind of hard to cast 1/1, but it's still kind of a very unique effect for red, so for that reason I kind of like it. Probably take it over a Sure Strike, I'm fine with that. Cobbled Wings can do some work. Lets you go right over top. Could take another Interloper as well. These cards are fine. If you get a 3/3 Menace, you're pretty happy. If you get a 2/2 Menace that explores, or nets you a card off the top, that's not bad either. It's a late River Herald's Boon, but we are a little bit of ways away from the Merfolk deck. I think, well, problem with these decks is they typically don't have enough evasion, so I think I actually am going to go Cobbled Wings. Dual Shot is fine. Otherwise, there's Swashbuckling. We'll take the Dual Shot. Somebody did point out that Dual Shot works well alongside the Fathom Fleet Cutthroat or whatever, the 4-drop that kills something that's been dealt damage. That is kind of cool synergy. Alright, we'll take the black card here. Take the Queen's Agent. That's a really late run aground. We're going to take it because it's surprising. And Grixis Pirates or red-blue might be the direction we ultimately go. I'm fine. I like red-blue, so I don't have a problem with that. I don't like Heartless Pillage, but I'll just cut black in case it's the direction I want to go. You know, if I open like a rare, that will help me decide what direction I'm supposed to be going down. But for now, I think we managed to cut red fairly effectively. Alright, second to last pick was a Dual Shot. Sorry, I missed that. And then last pick, a land. And we're on to pack 2. We're going to see what the game plan is here. Are we going to be a black-red aggro deck? Are we going to be red-blue? Are we going to be red-white? Plenty of options. Yeah, even red-green is pretty good, so I kind of like red quite a bit, actually, in this format. Glacial Fortress. Are we worth anything, Glacial Fortress? Probably not, right? I can't imagine. It surprises me they're worth anything. It's worth one ticket. After all of this time, all these times being printed. Well, what do we have that's exciting here? Really not a ton. Could just take the Perilous Voyage, assume with that super late run aground that blue is a good direction to go. It's a great tempo card, so is run aground. Might be the beatdown direction that we need to go. I definitely like the Voyage more than the Depths. It's cheaper, it interacts with more thing, and you can scry too, potentially. It's also a Ranging Raptors and a Thrash of Raptors, but I think we'll take the Perilous Voyage. Okay, it's not the most exciting first pick, but feels like a good starting direction here. So now we see River Sneak, which is fine for like raid, but doesn't beat down super effectively. We could take the Pyromancer. It's not fantastic, but it's okay. And then there's Pious Interdiction in white, which is pretty good. I'm okay taking the Pyromancer for now. I think it's okay. The fact that you can kill your opponent with it makes it fairly useful too, and then you can finish something off, perhaps. It's also a pirate, works well with the crew. Okay. I've convinced myself. Ooh, Lightning Strike's a gift. And there's Blasting Cannons in here? What? Jeez. And a Bonnet Horn Crest. What is going on? And a Headstrong Brute. This is our pack. I might just take the Blasting Cannons. If you can flip this, it's just GG's. And if you're not flipping it, you just get an extra card each turn. That may actually be better than a Lightning Strike. Potentially. That's tough, though. I mean, it's tough to pass a Lightning Strike, but it's pretty tough to pass a Blasting Cannon. I can't imagine any limited red deck that doesn't want to play this card. So we're going to take it, especially since we have there's a very good chance we play 3 spells in one turn, just based on what we already have. And then if you flip this and just a Lightning Bolt a turn, Pretty nasty. That pack is crazy, though. The amount of goodies in there. So another Wily Goblin is possibility. Not much else, I guess. Another Pyromancer would be fine, too. We could just take another Pyromancer. It's not great, but I like the fact that you can just shock something. Gives it a little utility. Probably more exciting than a second Goblin. Okay. Makeshift munitions. So, well, we're going to take the Fell Flagship because we're already pretty pirate heavy. We can probably just dump the Huntmaster plan at this point. But yeah, we have quite a few pirates already, actually. And remember, even though it's a crew 3, interacts really well with your pirates because basically turns most of your pirates into the exception of like Wily Goblin and I guess Lightning Rig crew. So with the exception of all the pirates in our deck, it can be crewed pretty easily. There's also a Shipwreck Looter, but we gotta take the Pirate Lord. It just makes sense for what we're doing. Another Buccaneer, which is fine. No problemo there. We'll take it. I like getting all the Explorers. There we go. There's our gift. Marauding Looter, which makes me feel like we are doing the right thing, although we have a lot of 4-drops. Look, Wily Goblin even gets better. Alright, let's dump the black plan. Let's go on the red-blue pirate plan. I think what we've got so far looks pretty good for it. Well, I think we're going to take another Buccaneer. We are getting 4-drop heavy, which is a bit worrisome, but I'm not going to play a Shaper Apprentice. And the Buccaneers are at least good. Like, at least all of our 4-drops are good. That is a nice thing. Who knows? Maybe we can wheel the Wily Goblin. Maybe everybody in this draft will hate it, so it'll come to us. But we do need to lower the curve of this deck, if possible. Guess we'll take the Sure Strike now. We're not going to play Thrash of Raptors. Could take the Unknown Shores for a black splash, but I don't know what I would splash in black. The Pirates are good. We'll take them. Seems fine to me. Headstrong Brute's a nice wheel. It's a pirate. Got the Wily Goblin back like we wanted. So this draft is coming along swimmingly, actually. These Wily Goblins get infinitely better when you're already 4-drop heavy. Well, we have makeshift munitions, but we don't have any hijacks or anything. I think we need the looter, actually. We don't need the looter, but I think we want the looter. I like it. I think the munitions is pretty good, too. I actually am down with main decking. I'm down with main decking Dive Down. I think it's a good card, actually. Legitimately just good. Vraska Contempt. Well, if it's still worth about a bajillion tickets, I probably just am going to take it. But we'll find out. It's worth... Yeah, it's worth like 5 tickets. Which is unfortunate because I want another Lightning Rig crew. Or the Lookout. Both of those would be very good for us. But I'm going to take 5 tickets because 5 tickets is 5 tickets. I mean, technically we have a deck already, which is kind of interesting too. I think my cuts... We don't have to main deck the dual shots. Probably... Wow, charging a Monster Star? Well, regardless of whatever archetype you're going for, I'm pretty sure that a 5-mana 5/5 Trample Haste is something that you want to play. So we're going to take that. What's this do again? Whenever you cast a spell from your hand, reveal the top X. Exercise spells converted mana cost. You may cast a card. Yeah, it's kind of cool, actually, and I think it actually would be reasonable in this deck. It would be. And there's a Stormfleet Spy, which I want, but we're going to take Monster Star. I mean, it just kills people. It just kills. Another Wily Goblin will probably wheel it. What's Spell Swindle do? Oh, this card's not that good. It's too expensive. It's a cool idea, but not good enough. Third Pyromancer is probably not necessary. Frenzied Raptor's fine. It's not super exciting. I could just play maybe 17 lands and just take another 5-drop here. Or I could just take the Wily Goblin. I don't know. I actually don't know. I mean, the Wily Goblins are legitimately going to be good for getting us to our later game. Maybe we wheel the Pyromancer, honestly. There's nothing I really care about in here. We'll take the Goblin. We'll become a Pirate ramp deck. It'd be nice to see a Pirate's Cutlass, Called Shot. Nope, we got a Prying Blade. Other than that, we have a Firebrand, a Sure Strike, Munitions. I mean, munitions is actually kind of good with Wily Goblin. You can just shock. It's kind of cool, actually. Other than that, we don't have a lot of treasure generators. We have some pirates. But I may just take the Firebrand. A little worried about the lack of evasion our deck has. But that's okay. What's our removal? We have a Repeating Barrage, a Run Aground, Perilous Voyage. Probably just pick up another Perilous Voyage here. Start looking pretty good tempo-wise. Maybe we cut the Prosperous Pirates. It's not that they're bad. They're certainly fine. It's just probably don't need them. I kind of like having the Wily Goblins, though, to get us to our... It actually interacts pretty well with the Blasting Cannons, too. You can also just throw it away to get your Barrage back if you need to attack, if you really want to get the Barrage back. But, like, the Pirates seem kind of unnecessary in here. The 4-drops are more important because of the Wily Goblins. No evasion is bad, so I definitely want to keep the Cobbled Wings, I'm pretty sure. Primal Amulet. So I can copy my Barrage, Run Aground, Perilous Voyage, Dive Down, Sure Strike. Can actually copy a reasonable amount of spells, but... Oh, there's a Pirate's Cutlass. Well, this is kind of exactly what we're looking for. I like it. We're going to take it, and we're going to play it. I haven't figured out what we're cutting yet for it, but we'll figure that out. Opt is really good, actually. If I could find a way to jam it in here, I would. Especially it's going to work well with Vance's Blasting Cannons. Probably just take another one. I don't need a Nest Robber. We're starting to do it, though. Wow, got the Lightning Rig crew back. That's a big gift. That is a big gift. This deck actually came together really, really nicely. I really like the way it looks. I don't know exactly what we're cutting yet, but in terms of what we've got, I think we ended up pretty good. I don't think we need the prize. I guess I'll take a Goblin, although I don't think we're playing that either. Another Pyromancer, a Frenzied Raptor, a Pirate's Prize. I think the worst creature in our deck might be the Pyromancer. Maybe the Rigging Runner, but it's just like a cheap dude. I don't think we're going to play Frenzied Raptor either. It's not that it's bad. I think it's fine. It's just I'd rather synergize with the good Lord effect we already have, as well as the 2 Lightning Rig crews. Getting the Makeshift Munitions back is a big gift. We might even, I don't know, find a spot for it. This is tough. We have a lot of good things. I just don't know exactly where our priorities need to be here. Like, for sure, it's nice that we have the flagship. It's awesome that we have the Cutlass. It's awesome that we have Blasting Cannon. There's nothing about any of the cards that we have here that really strike me as bad. But at the same time, I want to keep the Cobbled Wings because we just have no evasion, and things on the ground are going to be able to stop us. So being able to fly over top seems important to me. I think we can get off the dive down plan. It's not that I actually really do like main decking dive down, but there doesn't seem anything. It doesn't seem like anything here that we need to protect. Like if I had more rares or had any rare creatures, dive down makes a lot more sense. Or creatures that really need protection, but our creatures don't really demand protection. And like I said, I think we're kind of busy doing other things. So I could do the munitions. Like I said, it lets us sort of throw a goblin and the treasure that we get from the goblin. I could ditch the runner. It's not that it's terrible. It's just okay. I can cut 2 creatures, and my 2 weakest creatures might just be like one of the Pyromancers and a runner. And that way, I basically need to just cut 3 more cards. Which might be more difficult said, or more difficult done than said. More difficult done than said. More easy said than done. There we go. So 2 ops. Basically, I'm running them to help us find basically to flip a blasting cannon. That's a good that is an actual good reason to run opt. I kind of want to run the munitions though. I kind of want the bounces. I want the tempo. The sure strike can kill people. I don't want to cut our artifacts. I don't. I do kind of want to try out the munitions though. I think we might cut a sure strike. I like it. I do like it. I just don't know if we need it. And then it could be that I cut one opt. I don't want to, but I might just do it anyway. And then I maybe cut a perilous voyage because I'm interested in trying out makeshift munitions. I'm fascinated by it. I think it could be good. Seems like a way to just kill your opponent. We'll try it out. I haven't really tried it out. I haven't played against it. I don't have any synergy with it. I didn't get any hijacks or anything, but we have some good sideboard with double dual shot, actually. That's pretty cool. But yeah, it actually seems fine to me. So why don't we cut an opt, and I think we're going to cut a perilous voyage. I don't love cutting perilous voyage, but we still, for removal, have a perilous voyage, a makeshift munitions, a barrage, a blasting cannon, a run aground, double pyromancer. Like, we're still doing okay. We still can interact with things. We can still fly over top. We can still ping our opponents. We can still hasty in there. We can do some tempo stuff. So I think this deck is okay. I don't think it's fantastic, but I think it's okay. It actually does have a pretty good game plan. So we want the double red early, and we don't have much blue. So that tells me we're probably going to do like 10-6, I think. The problem with 10-6 is that opt gets a little more difficult to play. But actually, in this deck, we don't want to play it on turn 1 anyway. I mean, sometimes we do, but for the blasting cannon, you kind of want to save it for that. It's just that third spell to flip it. All right, this deck actually seems okay to me. We've got a plan. We've got a good curve. We have some cool synergies in here. We ended up with quite a few pirates, I think, too. How many did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We ended up with way more pirates than I even thought we had. So, all right, we'll try it like this. We'll see round 1.